Hi, my name is Lauren and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Jordan Shea.
Good evening, I'm TJ.
And today at TV 1061. Good evening, I'm Jordan Shea.
Good evening, I'm TJ.
And today at TV 1061, we will be answering questions about mental health. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Good evening, I'm Jordan Shea. Good evening, I'm TJ. And today at TV 1061, we will be answering questions about mental health.
So, I'm going to give you a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That light's going to come on. You just start. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're going live now.
We're going live now. We are live. That's the slate is live.
Feel like we're starting now?
We're starting now. All right, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good.
Starting.
All right?
Oh my God.
All right, let's do it for real. Stand by for countdown.
Good evening, I'm Jordan Shea.
Good evening, I'm TJ.
And today at TV 1061, we will be answering questions about mental health with our utopian scholars. But before we start, let's introduce the panel.
Hi, my name is Mario.
Hi, my name is Carter Parker.
Hi, my name is Javon Finch.
My name is Jael.
Hi, my name is Waylon.
Hi, my name is AJ.
And now that we know our panel, let's get into the conversation. So, TJ, do you think that our age group is in control of our mental health? Do you think we communicate it enough and that we know how to handle it?
No, I think they do not like to communicate. They like to keep it inside and let anger build inside of them.
That's true. I hear a lot about that. We feel like that bottling up our emotions are better than actually communicating it. What does the panel think?
Me personally, I think mental health is a big thing, a part. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I feel like mental health could it's hard sometimes to express yourself, and it could be worse if you bottle up your emotion and just hold it in. And I don't think it would be smart to bottle it up. So.
Okay. How do y'all feel about talking to your parents about it?
I think, for me once, I think I'm comfortable talking to my parents, but not at the same time. Because I think I can say something I don't want to say and I mess up. And that's going to be really embarrassing. And that's something part of my personal life. But they need to know sometimes. So that's why I'm comfortable but not comfortable.
Talking to your parents about things is like really hard. So you should talk to an adult when it comes to like big things, because like they probably went through it before and they will have like a better opinion.
I would feel shy. Really talking to my mom. She'll probably give me a lecture about it, but like at the end of the day, it's something helpful to keep in mind, really to think about, and just know that you can trust your mom or your parents in general.
I feel like talking to our parents is kind of like a hard thing to do because they can give us lectures or they'll be like yelling at us or something like that about something that we're not really comfortable sharing with them. So we share with like therapists, guidance counselors. But even then, they're our parents. They've probably gone through this stuff. So it's like nice to tell them sometimes, but not all the time.
So, like, telling your parents can be hard sometimes, only because, like, you never know what to expect, what they're going to say. But at the same time, like AJ said, it can be very, like, helpful in a certain situations. And sometimes it's best to keep some to yourself, unless, like, if you're the only person that gets it at the time, or it just becomes too stressful to tell them.
Okay, do y'all feel like other than y'all parents, y'all can talk to somebody outside, like your friends, cousins, like who?
Me, I think I can talk to my friends because, like, they understand me and, like, where I'm actually coming from. So when I talk to my friends, I feel comfortable talking about them because, like, we had the same experience sometimes and, like, we know each other so well that I'm comfortable with sharing with them.
I think I'll keep it to myself, most because not a lot of people understand me and how I feel. So, I guess keeping it to myself is just like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Honestly, I know that I share a lot of things with my friends that, like, some things that I'm going through, and like what's happening at home when I know I can't speak to like a adult or a parent. And then if family members are not around at times, then I know I can call my friends and look for like help or to express my feelings in any type of way.
I think that I can explain myself definitely to my sister and to certain friends and my best friends. So yeah.
I feel like I explain more things to my friends because they understand me more and where I'm coming from. But with my like mom, it's like a little more challenging because she is my parent and not like a close friend to me. So it can be hard to explain different things to her about things I'm going through. So it's just more easier to tell my friends and stuff.
When it comes to talking to like my friend, they might be very helpful, like a best friend, and they could like understand it and they won't like be mad or like go through it.
Okay. Do y'all think it's always important to talk about your mental health, or do y'all think y'all can keep some stuff hidden to where you wouldn't blow up at somebody?
Sometimes it's okay, but it really depends on the situation and how extreme it is. Because if it's like bad, then I think it should be shared. But if it's not anything, if it's like personal and how you feel about someone, I think sometimes that can be shared. I mean, that can be kept inside. But most of the time, if it's something extreme, it should not be bottled inside because that can cause you to go off on people.
Okay. Back to the...
So Jordan, how would you feel if your life and moods will So Jordan, how would you feel if your moods in life were out of control?
Well, I am a very expressive person, so I feel like I feel like I'm going to get to the point where I'm out of control, it's kind of hard for me to talk to somebody, and I really just have to calm myself down before I can communicate to anyone else. But I don't think they get out of control too often, but when they do, it is hard for me to communicate to other people. And I feel like everybody kind of has a different way of handling their emotions. So I really want to know how the panel handles their emotions when they feel like they might go out of control or have an outbreak.
Me personally, I honestly have to count from 5 back down because I get angry so fast. It's like I'll yell at, let's say, my brothers, and they didn't do nothing to me. So I have to like count down and like have to realize what really made me mad in the first place and not take it out on everybody else. What do y'all do?
Honestly, I separate myself from the problem and like I close myself in my room or listen to music or try to tune myself out from like the problem or the thing that made me angry and like try to take a break and then come back to the problem and try to solve it like with a different perspective and see why it was like it made the problem or the argument and find a adjustment or a solution to the problem.
What I would usually do, I would usually go in my room and put on my headphones and listen to music, like, cause that calms me down and like, I really don't want to be situated no more, cause like, what made me angry in the first place is gonna, if I look into it even more, it's gonna make me more mad, which I don't want, cause like, I don't like getting mad, cause when I get mad, like, sometimes I start to cry, and like, when I cry too much, I might often get sick, which I don't like.
When I'm at school, it's either I like fall back, be to myself, or like if I have a paper and pencil, I just like write all my thoughts out, my feelings, and then I just ball it up, throw it away. And if I'm at home, just listen to music, just tune myself out.
For me, what I do is like, for instance, the only reason I really like get to that point where I feel like I'm about to lose control, if like I do feel like somebody doesn't understand me, so I most likely will go to somebody who I feel like understands me to the point where I need them to. So yeah.
I normally just go to my room and ignore the problem because dealing with problems makes me more upset than I already am. So I just ignore the problem and I listen to music and stuff.
Okay. So, like, if y'all couldn't, like what y'all said, write down how y'all feel, ball it up, what else would y'all do? Would y'all talk to your brothers, talk to your cousins? Like, who would y'all talk to on how to, like, express yourself?
If I know I can't like get somewhere where I can be in an enclosed space or like chill out, I'll try to like express myself so the person like sees where I'm coming from, but at the same time see like I said, perspective, see where they're coming from, and then try to make a solution still, because just arguing back and forth is not going to cause anything but harm to the person that you're talking to, or I guess conflict. So I would try to solve that that problem, and I guess like figure out a way to make an adjustment to what we were doing or what I said.
For me, to find an alternative, I would just talk to somebody I'm really close to, like my best friend, because most of the time when I talk to her, she's very understanding about the situation, and it's much easier.
Normally, if I can't go to my room or do any of the things I do, I normally just talk to this one person, and he actually listens. So, yeah.
I would just go to sleep, because like going to sleep makes everything easier, because like when I wake up, I'm calmed down and I'm in a place where I can actually think.
If I can't find a closed environment for myself, it's either I really have to talk to my mom about it, or I'll like talk to my teachers, just like get it out. But most likely, I'll talk to my mom first before anything, because She the one who raised me, and I trust her the most.
Okay, back to y'all.
So now that we know that we all, um, so now that we know that we all have a lot of emotions that build up, what do you think is one of the reasons or a main reason? Because personally, I feel like social media and what we see every day when we're scrolling on TikTok or through Instagram or whatever, we compare ourselves to it, or we wonder why we couldn't be more like this. So my question is, do you think social media helps or hurts mental health more?
I honestly feel like it does both. Hurts you by, like you said, trying to compare yourself to other people, trying to, like, oh, she has something I don't have, or like it makes you like it breaks you down. Honestly, for the positive side, I think I don't know. I think for like you can watch people try to better themselves and like not always like, oh, they have something I don't have, or you can like try to better yourself on something. Yeah. What do y'all think?
Social media most of the time can either break you and as in break you, I mean like you find something that's really relatable to your feelings that you feel, or like you can see something that you don't like and it gets you riled up. And by it can either make you or break you. It can make you by like you see something also on the better side, you see something that you can relate to and it just lets you easily, how do I put it? It lets you let out what you feel.
I would have to say both because, like, again, it can make you or break you because I see, like, some posts and it, like, makes me feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. This, like, I should be like this, or, like, try to break myself down to be like that person. But on the other side of the screen, they're about just like me. So at the same time, it's like breaks me, but it's like they're like me. So can't really do anything about that. But it seems better through social media than in real life. And I feel like it could make you, though, because I see some motivational posts that, like, makes me feel like, okay, I can do this and do that and take these hobbies and do these hobbies and all this other stuff.
Social media has many different causes, but it can make because one of them, like, when you see different posts, you could be like, oh, that's something that I want, they have it, and that's probably, like, not what it's really like because you don't know what it's really like for them because they probably have it the same. For me, social media, it can be, like, a thing where if you see some, it could just, like, I don't know, it could just, like, make you either mad or happy. Like, with some stuff, it inspires me to, like, do something. Like, sometimes even social media inspire me to clean my room just because I see somebody's room looks really nice or stuff like that. So, but sometimes it could also make me mad by, like, certain stuff I may see that just, like, throws me off, I guess.
It all really depends on what you look at, if I'm being honest. Some posts can make you feel more depressed or more upset than you already are. Some posts can make you feel happy or more motivated to do stuff. But the realness of it all is that no matter what, social media can also make you and break you, like everyone else has been saying. Just really depends on what you look at and how you see it or how you take it.
It can make you and break you. Mostly break you because, like, what one of them said, they said, say the person got new shoes. I'm gonna go with Lavins. Oh, I want those Lavins. I wish I had those. So now you want to put yourself to the point that you want to have something that somebody else has just because you see them have it. But mostly it can make you because It's like inspirational stuff. Like like posts. I'm not sure. I don't know.
You're saying like you seeing posts like, oh, you got this, like that, like inspirational stuff. Okay, yeah, I feel you. Okay, back to y'all.
Okay, so how have your emotions? How have your emotions been that you usually enjoy? Basically, how did it affect you? Like
Like, how did social media affect us?
yes.
Okay, I feel like, let's say Instagram. It kind of, like, I don't know, sometimes it breaks my spirit to see, like, what kids nowadays, high schoolers, they bash people now. It's like, don't nobody lift you up. They all, oh, she's ugly. Oh, he's ugly. Oh, he doesn't have Jordans, the newest Jordans. So it's just like, it breaks you. So, yeah.
I think it affect us, cause like these people on TikTok, they be negative, and like people around like 5 to 6, they have TikTok, and like they do what other people sees, they copy what other people do. So like if somebody jumped off a building, a little kid, he would try to follow that action because he probably think it looks cool, which isn't cool.
I would say it kind of affects me because, like, I guess seeing all these like things, nobody really like builds us up like Amai was saying. Nobody really builds us up anymore, and it's like really hard to go on social media and not see somebody getting made fun of because, oh, she looks like this, or she looks like that, or he looks like this, or he looks like that. And at the same time, you go to school and you hear those same things, and that's how many like incidents happen why some kids hurt themselves. And same with the adults, they hurt, like they could be having a bad day and somebody just says something to them that just knocks off their whole flow, and now they come back to a bad attitude home, and it's like a whole I don't know what to say, but yeah.
So, what am I trying to say? Basically, what they're saying is kind of true. It's true. Kids today, like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, they're outrageous. I don't really know what to say about them. But posts do have effect on me personally because they can make me feel different type of ways. I could be feeling very good about myself, very happy, like, okay, we're good. The next minute, and then the next minute, I'm over here like, oh, I don't look like this. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, she's doing this. Da 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 da. So, just makes me feel different ways at multiple different moments.
So I feel like when we didn't have social media, I feel like things were a lot better. Like, a lot of kids didn't have to get told to go outside or spend time with other people, like, outside of phones, because now the only time you talk is through messages, stuff like that. You don't really plan anything anymore or, like, try to talk anybody inside your house. Like, most people just stay in their room all day. But if they didn't have electronics, I feel like they'll be downstairs way more and stuff like this. Not saying take your child's phone away, guys, but, like, yeah, because there's some things that you can do that's like, okay, you know, it makes a better impact on social media, but at the same time, some people get influenced a way worse way. Like, you could have, like, nobody's their own person anymore due to, like, social media, I guess.
Yeah, they have really bad impacts with social media because there's bad cause and good ones. And people do everything they see on the internet, which is not good.
like sometimes you do have to go downstairs, talk to your family, maybe just play some games instead of just sitting on your phone all day, scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, because that's not what really life is about. You want things to remember about your age, because my mom told me back in her days, and it sounded pretty fun. But now everybody just wants to sit down and be on their phones.
Okay, back to y'all.
Great responses, everyone. I completely agree with all of them. Social media has a huge impact on all of our lives, and it's truly everywhere. But we'll get back to with more questions about mental health with all of our scholars later after this quick commercial break.
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdym, Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdym stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdym, Inc. Reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here in one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our our community, our sheriff's office. You get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm Waylon Obiokwe.
And I'm Asani Herbert.
And since we're already in the topic of social media and the effects of it, I just want to get a little bit more intel of how y'all feel about it. And yeah.
Like I said before, I think Instagram or social media in general could be a bad thing, could be a good thing at the same time. So what do y'all think?
Honestly, I think social media can be bad and good. There's some social medias how to teach kids how to do what, like how to cook, how to do certain stuff, and how to clean stuff, which is important for the world because we're gonna need all of those for the real world when we get into life.
Oh, I think like it's, like I already said, like it's all like kind of bad because I think it's bad because like if people watching Facebook and more social medias, and if they're like seeing stuff that's bad, they might want to do it too, and it might commit to suicidal.
What do you think?
So a question that I had for the panel is, in regards to music and entertainment, how do you think the images that you see on social media affect you guys and the things that you do?
Can I answer this one? I feel like I honestly don't know how to answer that question, cause it's like it makes me mad but happy at the same time. It just depends what I watch in the moment. Like if I watch inspirational stuff, I'm gonna feel happy, obviously. If I see, let's say, on TikTok, you'll see somebody, messy stuff. You'll see like, oh, she woody woody woo or she woody woody woo. I'm gonna feel like bad in the moment. So yeah.
I think social media in general can inspire a lot of people to change their lifestyles or look at their life in a different perspective. Some people might watch YouTube and think, oh, they're doing this to their room. I think I should do this to my room. I think I should put up this type of poster and stuff like that.
That's some great responses, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, and I agree with everything y'all saying. But how do y'all feel about everything y'all believe on like social media and like all the good causes and the bad causes?
I honestly feel like you should not believe anything you see. I mean, not everything, but like you shouldn't believe everything you see on like social media. Some of the stuff is not true from like reality. So please do not believe everything you see on like social media.
I think you shouldn't believe nothing off of social media, cause I seen this one post that I thought was funny. it said like after Donald Trump got shot or whatever, he walked off playing 50 Cent. So really, you shouldn't just believe nothing, cause I don't think he walked off playing 50 Cent. That's just childish for real. But yeah.
Okay. You gonna go? Go ahead.
I think you should believe some stuff on TikTok and some stuff on not. So on TikTok, there's this post where somebody shows you how to do math, but like in a simple way. And like I tried it and I learned the method really well, and like I became better at math. But then there was this video saying like on a game that if you do this certain thing, you'll get this stuff. But I eventually ended up getting banned because it wasn't allowed in the actual game.
Okay. Back to y'all.
Okay. Well, Carter, I think that Donald Trump didn't walk out with 50 Cent. But how do y'all feel about how little kids can like get a hold of things that aren't so appropriate for their age, and like worse things on the internet that you can literally find anywhere?
I honestly think that some stuff should be restricted from kids. Like, let's say if you're like in, I want to say 13, like hit 13, you shouldn't be watching some stuff like, you know how they'll just randomly have suicidal. I'm not saying like every like TikTok has suicidal stuff, but I'm saying like just search up something, you'll see it. Please do not, like, some kids do not need to be seeing that at all. So like we should have like an age restriction. So yeah.
I think that most apps do have an age restriction, but when it does, they don't listen to it, and they end up putting a different age or something different. Like TikTok, it says 13 plus. Meanwhile, there's kids 7 and under, and on Instagram, it's like, what is it, 18?
Right. I think it's 16.
Yeah, 16 or something. And then me and my mom, I was on Instagram and I saw this little kid. I don't know how old she was, like 10 maybe, throwing up gang signs and doing stop motions and stuff, and it was embarrassing for everybody's generation.
In my opinion, if you're younger than like 6 or 7, maybe you should be with your parents while you do social media, but you're on like TikTok and Instagram if you're younger than 7, because sometimes y'all be posting some very concerning things, saying some concerning things. So if you're under the age of 6 or 7, like, please just do better, please.
I think that they should like really stop even being on social media. Like, they shouldn't even have electronic, but they can have like one of those tablets that only like that asks you what apps you want to get, and like YouTube Kids would be good for them and stuff like that, because like it's appropriate stuff for them, and it's some fun things to watch on there. So there's no stuff that kids are not supposed to see.
I think that kids should have like social media, because sometimes young influencers have in their bio that it says created by my mom, managed by my mom and like their parents. I really don't think that kids should should not get devices just because of that, because some kids are not the same. So I just think like moms and kids and parents should really just really like have a restriction on them, and like they can look at their profile and see what they're searching up or see what they're doing at the same time.
To add on to what TJ said, I think that most kids only want devices because they see everybody else has one. So that's what leads to, oh, I want Instagram, oh, I want TikTok, or oh, I want Snapchat or something like that. Because most people they start getting it at a very young age, and they start seeing, oh, they have an iPhone, I want one too. So why can't I have one? And then it starts getting a whole big deal.
To fall back on what he said, how parents should manage their kids' Instagram, TikToks, I really do feel like they should. Like 13, 12, 11, your parents should be monitoring your stuff, because kids now, they like vaping, they like smoking, they like doing everything they see other people do. And obviously their parents don't know nothing about it. So I feel like parents should monitor their kids' devices, what they do on their stuff. Yeah. What do y'all think?
That is so true, and I don't know why people like adults have their kids with like devices, like especially like younger kids. They should have like a boundary. But how do y'all feel about cyberbullying, hacking, and identity fraud? Like, can y'all tell me more about that?
You wanna go?
So, I don't like when people cyberbully or hack into my stuff. So, there's personal information on my stuff that only I need to know, not the rest of the world. Only I need to know. And hacking into people's stuff, like somebody could be making money and they really need that money for something. Like they need a new house, they need a new car to provide for this family. But these hackers out there, all they do is just hack and steal money when they can't get themselves. And cyberbullying is bad because when you cyberbully, you make people want to kill themselves, suicide. And like we need people love those people, and when they kill themselves, they're gonna think it was their fault, like they didn't love themselves, but actually it's because of the cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying, it can get taken out of like context sometimes. Like sometimes cyberbullying, it can come from just like one argument or something. And basically, like if there's something that happened in between two people, I don't see why it needs to get out to the world. So like that's something that causes a lot of stuff, and then it eventually gets out of social media period and comes to real life. So it's like I feel like cyberbullying, it could just get took into a lot, and I've seen a lot of people that have committed suicide due to just cyberbullying. Even if nobody said anything in real life, cyberbullying has caused them that. That's another downfall of social media. But yeah, like it's just sometimes, not even sometimes, all time, cyberbullying is just not good at all.
And with cyberbullying, it's not even just like well, with what Genavia said, it could be something that happened between two people, and then they don't want to communicate, like we were talking about. They don't want to communicate their feelings or their emotions, so they post about it, and then they get their friends, oh, go repost this on your story. It's about this girl that did me wrong, da 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 da, and it spreads and it spreads and it spreads, and then it gets taken out of social media, and it's on your record, and now even when you're like in high school and you're in college, that stuff still follows you, and people still know and they still see it. And it's not something you can get rid of just because somebody didn't want to talk about their feelings and they wanted to post it. So cyberbullying, it's not just maybe multiple people like writing mean comments, which does happen a lot, but it can just be something as simple as a repost button or sending it to multiple people, because once it gets out to a couple people, it gets out to everyone.
I definitely agree with what Jordan said. A lot of things you post follow you, and if you're gonna repost something, I advise to like not tell everybody, oh, it's about this person, she did this, so I'm gonna repost this, and I reposted it about her. It's not right. Don't post your messages between people. It's very childish and it's rude. I've personally never been hacked, or never been cyberbullied, but I think it's still wrong. One comment can be taken out of context and turned into cyberbullying because they thought they were saying something a certain way, and they were actually trying to balance it with something nicer.
Okay, back to y'all.
Well, I agree with everything each and one of y'all said, because like my input on that is it's a lot of things happening to like little kids, like suicide, like Jovan said. Like a lot of people are hurting themselves just because of cyberbullying and how it's affecting us as young kids and even teenagers. As and it's like not right. But my other thing is, how do y'all feel about like kids getting raised up by iPads, phones, and like the parent doesn't really care, just hands them a device and just lets them do whatever?
Honestly, I feel like in this generation, every kid is raised on iPads, phones, everything. But I honestly feel like you're gonna have your kid resent you more, not playing with them, not the little things matter. The little things matter. Like just talking to your kid, playing with your kid. It all matters. Just not like for them to be on their phones, on their it's not.
Some people are just raised with iPads and they have iPads thrown in their face. And I think that sometimes older kids and like younger kids, like 15 through maybe 11, sometimes all they do is sit in their room on TikTok, on any type of social media. I think some parents, sometimes the most you can do is just take your child out of the house. If you don't even want to, you don't have to spend money on them or anything like that. Just take a ride through your neighborhood, and the most you can do is take them somewhere and talk. And it doesn't even have to be anything personal. You can just take them somewhere and talk about stuff and have fun.
I feel like the start of a lot of it is we have a lot of younger parents, our generation, and they see it as, they were on social media a lot. So they're like, they're getting their kids iPads. They put the restrictions on, but the restrictions only go so far. So, they're at school. They're going to see it on their friend's iPad that's not restricted or whatever. So they're really starting them young with all the stuff and all the crazy things that you can see on social media. So that's just what I feel like kids our age are used to, or the younger kids. Yeah.
Okay, so someone who's surrounded by little kids, like it goes down to my little siblings, my little cousins, my nephew, stuff like that. And my nephew, he's still only a baby, but like eventually I know he's going to get on like iPads and stuff at an early age, maybe, because it's like this generation altogether. But like one day I was sitting down, so I had my iPad next to me, and mind you, my little brother, he's only 1, he's turning 2 this year. He's like, he wants an iPad and stuff so bad. Like every single time you could just be sitting there, he will fight you over a phone. And I just find that I found that shocking, because it shows you how addicted even kids that's not all the way like to the point where they're in school and stuff, they still are that attracted to phones and stuff. And like if you take your own stuff back, he starts crying and stuff like that. Like you can tell he has a problem. And I was like, oh well, like I feel like that makes an impact on if he never had even dealt with electronic before. He would be more like going around the house, stuff like that. So I just feel like maybe if things were as like digitally, and it's not making it any better that they're trying to like transfer a lot of things to being electronic only. So that really just pauses and stops a lot of things that the real world activity has going on. So yeah.
Sometimes I think it's just the parents, because some parents are like bad influences on their child. It's some bad parents literally like smoke around their kids and do all this, and then some parents do not care about their child. So if like their child go to school and get in fights and they come back home and get expelled, they probably don't care, and then it probably goes on in another generation, and it get worse.
So, distractions. The iPads and phones can be sometimes used as distractions from like the real world. the real world, if you need to separate yourself from everybody else, the phone and tablet can help you, like with some stuff, and can do some of the benefit of the doubt. So some benefit is like you're protected and like you have you have stuff you can do that can distract you from the life, like social media. Some stuff can be good or bad, but that's a distraction.
Um, I think with it being a lot of young parents, it's like kind of hard for kids to like get their mind off of want to be somebody they're not, basically. Like I see on Instagram like little kids, like 2-year-olds cussing and their parents just laughing at it, recording them. Like it's funny in the moment, but like when you realize it, like they're kids, why are they cussing? So I mean, really, I think most kids, well, I think kids in general shouldn't have iPads or like phones. Just, yeah.
Okay, back to y'all.
So I had a question I want to ask in reference to bullying. How would you guys handle the situation if you're aware of someone being bullied, your classmate or your friend? How would you guys handle that situation?
If my friend or a classmate that I knew personally was being bullied, I would at least try to do something about it. If I could, if it was out of my power, and I would report it to an adult if it was out of my power, or I couldn't do anything, or it was getting a little too aggressive, or it was actually causing harm and stuff like that. If it was physical, I would tell somebody immediately because I'm not dealing with that. I can't fight. Yeah. So.
I think for it being like a physical situation, I think it's very necessary to tell an adult. But if we're being real, most people would not, if it's verbal or over text, most people would not take it to an adult. They would try and make it up themselves and arguing back or try and fix the situation. But if it's like physical, most people, the right thing to do is tell an adult. But sometimes if you know what's best or you're mature enough, you should at least try and calm the situation down or tell them what's right and what's wrong. But if you've been bullied or something has been happening to you yourself recently and a lot, it would be best for you to just take a break and delete social media for a few days or months.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, talking to an adult will be the right thing to do, but we're kids. We're not gonna go to an adult. We're gonna try to do it ourselves. If my friend is getting, if my best friend is getting bullied, I'm gonna step up and be like, "Who are you to talk about my best friend or anything like that?" So no, I'm not gonna go to an adult first. But honestly, I think we should. But that's not our first thing to do. So
Okay, well, I agree with all of those, but since I want to move it over a little bit, what are some of the good things that y'all think social media can bring, or like further, like what are better things than the bad things of social media?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
What are the good costs of social media and like all the things that could be helpful? Like, can you learn cleaning, different environments, or like nature that you could search up?
It depends on the people you follow. Like, say for it really depends on the people you follow, cause like it can be a lot of people that can just show you cleaning, and then on another side of them they doing bad. I mean, not bad stuff. Like
Well, thank you all for joining us today, and I wish we could go a little bit more into it, but I guess our time is up. So, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.